this is an ad hoc special after the Champions League night where Arsenal played Bayern Munich and Liverpool have played PSV. Obviously, we're gonna have Tom's take on Arsenal, who have finally got the upper hand because they've got quite a lot of home advantage, and obviously Liverpool, who, although they played home, didn't play very good.
I still can't believe that's actually like a running joke still. Okay.
Because Tom's ecstatic, and I think I need to just digress a little bit. Tom, what was your take on that Bayern Munich game? Because I'll be honest with you, it wasn't the result I expected, and I don't know. It's getting frighteningly aware now that Arsenal might actually win the league, Champions League, FA Cup, and everything else in November.
Well, it's like what I said in the pod just a day or two ago. I said that I do feel like this is the season that Arsenal are going to do it, at least win the Premier League, if not Champions League, and the FA Cup, and maybe the Carabao Cup as well. There we go.
And Arsenal's performance tonight, I mean, they let a goal in, the solid defence. It was shaken.
One goal against a team that Bayern Munich, I think they scored something like 65 goals in every game this season. And that's not even halfway through the season, and they scored 65 goals, right? I'm very happy with.
What were the positives from that game for you? As in the goal, obviously I know you've won the game, but what were the positives that made you think to yourself that Arsenal could go one step closer this year?
Well, the positives are that Arteta, it was an absolute genius. So he tactically just knows how to.
Genius.
So he knows how to stop speaking.
No,
and don't interrupt me, Dennis.
Mate, we're having a debate
here. Shit Liverpool supporter. Shut the fuck up.
No.
You don't interrupt people, do you? Right, so you're getting me angry now.
Stop complaining about me not speaking. Just say your words.
Well, I was, but
be a man.
I couldn't because you were interrupting us, and that's not the way that you do it. Right, so Arteta is a tactical genius. He obviously managed to figure out what Arsenal weren't doing so well in the first half, and we came out and we absolutely beasted Bayern Munich. We had so many set pieces that everyone was on point. Declan Rice was amazing as usual. Saka was amazing as usual. Great to see Madueke back. Great to see him score on his first game back from being injured. Fantastic stuff. Arsenal are just on fire. They are just on it. And I really, every time that we win another game, you just think to yourself, we won't lose a game for a long while and I know that it's a bit of it's become a bit of a running joke that we haven't paid anyone good, but you cannot say that now. Even I think it was 2 pods ago, Dan said that if Arsenal beat Bayern Munich, then basically he said that he thinks that they'll win the Premier League or Champions League and stuff like that. So,
and I'm gonna say that again, right?
You've been humbled.
No,
and that's
I'm
it.
going to say, I will admit that, you have Arsenal has been a strong contender this season. Yes, they beat Bayern Munich tonight. But considering if you look at Bayern Munich's team, the whole first team wasn't there. There's a key player that wasn't in the Bayern Munich's team, and you can look at on the left wing.
Diaz wasn't there, but that's what you mean, isn't it? Diaz, one player.
Diaz in the game, and
one
there
player.
were a couple of players that wasn't in the team. So if you
and he actually was suspended because he didn't.
Yeah, so you were fortunate.
He got a yellow card and red card, so that's his own fault. So
yeah, it's just happened that it became you've been handed a favour there.
No. Not at all. Because you started to say about Harry Kane in the pod, and like he didn't even get hardly any freaking touch of the ball at all. And the only thing he did well was like when they scored that like pretty good goal against us, was that he held back so that he drew like I think it's Saliba, so like he drew him forward, and then that young guy sort of got in the middle, and I think Nabry sort of like he crossed it in, and then they scored. But like that was the only good thing that Kane did all game. And you mentioned that Kane would thrash us. So again, you're wrong.
Dennis, obviously, do you believe Arsenal are winning games due to their dominance, or do you think?
Oh, there we go.
No, or are they just getting by luck and relying on?
I think Arsenal. If you look at,
how can you even ask that question? That is
ridiculous. By the way,
what I mean is what Dennis has been trying to get at is,
Lord,
things have gone Arsenal's way. Okay,
a comedy show now.
Not luck, but things are going Arsenal's way very conveniently.
Yes, it's a bit of 50-50, yeah. Not only Arsenal has not sold any players over the summer compared to the other big teams. They bought in Zubimendi, who's very good in central defense midfield, to partner up with Declan Rice. And they bought Gyökeres, and obviously one of the best players in the Premier League, Eze, which allowed them to push forward this team from the start of the season. Now, yes, they are a good team. But they've also, not only that they've signed good players, that they've also managed to get more advantage, conveniently more advantage playing at home. Once you start winning back-to-back home games, your confidence is high. And that has been the story so far, basically.
If you could hear yourself speak, then I'm sure that you would say to yourself that isn't a good enough reason. I mean, we should call this pod like the amateur hour. Like, if we're gonna use reasons like this, then like
understand that
this pod is called the amateur hour now. Okay.
No, you are not being humble whatsoever. I'm just trying to explain some things that might have gone in your way. Like, if you look at the games that you played, away games, the big teams, you drew to Man City and you lost to Liverpool. And now you played Bayern Munich at home, which you've been, by the way, been really good at home, playing all the other lower mid-table team that you've been winning. And when you played away
good at home,
you nearly lost us.
Who hasn't been good at home? I think Liverpool have been shit at home, and they conceded 7 goals in the past 2 games.
Your first goal tonight. Wasn't that
Liverpool have played 2 home games in a row.
Stop talking about it.
And they've conceded 7 goals in 2 games. I mean, that really is a record, isn't it? 7 goals.
It doesn't matter what you think about Liverpool. Liverpool is in a transition in a minute. You can't compare them to the Arsenal team that you've got now. How can you compare the two? How can you compare?
Well, I'm saying that
you've not lost any players.
I think the reasons that you're given
you've not lost any players.
Stupid reasons, and you've
not lost a manager. You've had the same manager for 6 years, and this is the first time that you're actually winning. That looks like you're about to win something. Do you get me?
Well, we came close to the past.
Klopp came in his first season and won the league.
So.
And now he's sold off half the players and brought in some new ones, and then obviously a lot of things happen in between, and we can explain why Liverpool are playing stuff like shit. If we had the same team last season and we didn't sign any new ones, and then Liverpool playing shit, I'll admit, okay, it's the manager, but it's all come down to everything.
Well, hang on a minute, you said that the manager was crap in the last pod, so now you're going back on your word, are you? Right.
So what we're slowly leaning towards Liverpool game then, Dennis. After that defeat today, is in your opinion, is it time for Arne Slot to go, or does he deserve more time?
No, he deserves more time. He just needs to.
Okay.
I'll tell you why. Losing tonight in Champions League doesn't matter, because you just need
Dan, you literally said in the last pod that you thought that Slot the was like doing really badly, and like he should go. And now you're saying the opposite.
No, I never said
What are you saying? Like
he
your
needs to be more
mind is trickling like the wind.
and I tell you how much time he's gonna have. He's gonna have 2 more games left. You not let me finish. You see, you just interrupting me. Slot
Do you-
will
do-
go
do you
away to
think-
West Ham this
do you
week, and if
think-
he loses that game, another losing points, and we finish 15th on the table, yes, his job is in jeopardy. And I tell you that now, he's gonna go either next week if he doesn't win any more games. This is it. This is final warning. Unless he can
Dennis,
sort of
what's going wrong there? What's going wrong? Is it the tactics? Is it the players not
mainly
playing
tactics.
for him?
I think it's Konate. The two. This. He's playing three defense, leaving Van Dijk on his own while Kerkez goes up and down the wing, and Konate is just non-existent whatsoever. He's just
Floating
been a
around.
very, very bad player this season, and he needs to be benched, and he needs to really be punished, and he should not be playing a game anymore going forward. But unfortunately, it's Slot's decision to play him more. And Curtis Jones, again, I don't know why he's in the team. You had Endo. Endo wasn't even on the bench. He's been missing. If you look at last season, Endo was the key of, when you needed to defend your score 1-0. When we were winning like 1-0 up against West Ham, like 70th minute, you need an extra defense. You bring an Endo, and he could do the job, but somehow he's missing from the squad. Like, what the fuck's going on? Like, why isn't he in the squad? He's not injured, but he's just not been playing. I don't understand, because there's too many midfield. I think that, he doesn't want to bench Mo Salah. Mo Salah should have been benched. And McAllister, his performance hasn't been up to standards either. I think if you take up Mo Salah and McAllister and stick Endo there, you'll have a backup defender, But it's
I
just,
think what's really annoying is Szoboszlai is having a really good individual performance.
yeah, he's
and
just trying his best, isn't he?
And obviously, it's going to be so under the radar because the whole team are just playing really bad.
Mo
And I feel
Salah.
sorry for Szoboszlai. Tom, I'm assuming you watched the Arsenal game and you probably didn't watch any of the Liverpool game.
No, I didn't.
For your take, Liverpool's defeat 4-1. I mean, what's your take on that, mate?
I mean, it's laughable, really, isn't it? I mean, it is quite funny, really. Just how Liverpool are doing so bad.
Oh, wait a minute.
Where do
Wait a
you
minute,
point
Tom.
that? Where do you point that to, Tom? What do you point that down? Is it because Liverpool haven't had as many own games? Is it because they've sold quite a few players without bringing the
He doesn't know the answer to that. I'll tell you what, Tom, though.
I said the answer last time, and I'll say it again. I think Slot is a bad manager, and they've had really bad signings, or they've had good signings, but he hasn't been able to find the right tactic to incorporate those very expensive individual signings for those 3 or 4 players.
I'll tell you
That's
what,
what's
Tom.
gone wrong.
Okay, and then
I think you
Spain
need
and
to shut up, Tom, because you should be thankful that Slot is giving Arsenal the chance to win
is,
something this
yeah.
season. Because if without Liverpool, you would be second right now, again. So, for Arsenal fans out there, be humble, stay humble until you win something. You've not won a trophy.
You know, I am very
years.
humble, but it's very good to celebrate. Sort of when you
get
when
carried
your
away.
team is
You're
doing well.
celebrating like you've won something already.
I mean, actually, it's great to celebrate a win. I mean, like you should celebrate wins in life.
Yeah, you should. Yeah.
I think that's a very laughable. Again, the reasons that both of you have come up with how sort of Arsenal are winning is just completely laughable.
Absolutely rubbish.
Incorrect.
Well, there's 5 more minutes, so anything you want to say? Craig, you want to talk about Liverpool's performance tonight? Because you know.
So I flickered between
about the
both
goals.
games. I flickered between both games, and I stayed on. I thought the Arsenal game in the first half wasn't as exciting. I thought Arsenal were a bit naive. I thought Bayern Munich were doing very well to close the Arsenal down. I thought Raya's distribution was quite good, and I thought Timber played quite well before the goal and after. But looking at Liverpool's performance, there was a kind of glimpse that Liverpool were going to get back into it, and even though they went a goal down, you thought, okay, fair enough. Champions League Wednesday night, under the lights, the crowd, that it couldn't actually get any worse, and it got worse. But I feel quite disappointed for Szoboszlai because, like I said, he's having a cracking season and individually, but he's carrying a team. Salah just looks as if he's saying this isn't my fault when it clearly doesn't look like he's lost half a yard. He's lost that momentum of being the star player. McAllister, I find he's like the Arteta of just moaning. Arteta grinds my gears because he just moans like a big baby, throws his arms around, tries to intimidate people, gets yellow cards, and then acts like he's in the wrong. Bit like McAllister, really. So you got two little bitches on both sides of the teams. But the defense, I mean, Konate he went off. He didn't even look disappointed. He just looked like
he's not asked. He's not ours, is he?
He's not here in spirit. Again, Szoboszlai played him right back, but he was bossing the midfield, and that tells you everything really about the game. Ekitike having a bad injury. When I say bad injury, it's bad for Liverpool that Ekitike got injured because we don't know how bad that's going to be. Isak still looks unfit. I mean, like, he should be fit now. Like, he should be. The amount of time he's had off to train, I don't know what he's doing, but he looks like he should be fit. And I thought Gakpo had a bad game. I thought every week Den says it, and I think to myself, he's probably been a little bit harsh. But today I actually saw it. Like, they just kept going down the left wing.
I told you, this is what I've noticed from once we started playing. I think when we start losing the first loss we had, the 6th game after Newcastle, I think it was, I can't remember which team, but the obsession with Gakpo on the left wing and having Kerkez to support him. Yes, Gakpo scores, but because he only scores for every 5 chances that Gakpo gets, he might finish one of them, and which happened a lot of times now, which happened tonight. You know, the amount of chances he gets one. Now, you give the same chances to Mo Salah or Ekitike, they will get 3 or 4 goals out of 5. But somehow he's obsessed with Gakpo trying to be the main star of the fucking team and get a goal from that side. Like, you can't score from the fucking wingers, man. You got 2 world-class strikers, use them.
And this is why I said that Slot is at fault. And yet you had to go at me and say, I said that isn't true. But, like, it's Slot. Slot is the one who needs to manage the team and have the balls to say, right, you're off, you're in. Yeah, but I want to do things my way and change the game. And he isn't doing that, is he?
Exactly. Who do you swap Salah for?
Well, I don't know.
Well, exactly, because it's too easy.
It's his job, isn't it? So, like, I am not a Slot, am I?
No, but you've got an opinion about Slot. If you've got an opinion about Slot, you need an opinion about the game. So to sit there and say Slot isn't a good manager because he can't make that decision.
Right, okay. So
the point and say, why isn't he a good manager? What would you do in his shoes?
So what I think I probably would have done in the beginning was I would have had Ekitike and I would not have bought Isak.
No. Let's scrap that. Right now, you're saying Slot is a bad manager.
And then
what would you do if it? Let's forget about the summer because I totally agree that they shouldn't have brought a striker. I'm in agreement with you here. We're going back now. You can have an opinion to say Slot isn't good. Back in the summer, Slot was great. Slot
okay, right. Oh God, yeah, okay.
So right now, he's not a good manager. He should drop Salah. Fair enough. Why? Why should he drop Salah? Who should he be playing?
Let me have a look. I don't really watch Liverpool.
So you're going to look on Liverpool's bench now on
so
BBC
that's why. Yeah. Okay, right.
Yeah, okay. Who would you play? Football knowledge 100.
Well, for
exactly silence. So This just proves what I'm trying to say. He's silenced now because he's realised
No.
it's full of goalkeepers
What I
and young
do
players.
is I would have Nguma, or I would have Chiesa in right wing there.
Well, that'd be even more disastrous because they're both left wingers. That's like saying he's going to play Eze at left back. So, obviously, we're going to finish soon.
I mean, just saying that. Yeah, I do think. But then Slot was in charge in the summer, so then he should have realised that this would be a problem.
Listen, Tom,
that's why I go back to the summer. You know, I mean, like that's why. That's why because like, he should have realised this back then. Like, he clearly is a shit manager, isn't he? Like, he clearly cannot manage a team.
Tom, he's won the Premier League more than Arteta, so you can't say shit, mate.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, he currently isn't doing very well, is he? And what you should base things is you should base things on what currently is happening and not in the past. Really, I mean.
Well, not in the past. Okay, currently you. At the end of the day,
you should base things on what's currently going on. I mean, like if you're working any sort of job or any sort of sports, then yeah, like records are obviously good. But like if you aren't good anymore, then like you like can't say shit, can you?
But the season not ended, yeah.
The beauty of this podcast, Tom, is that Liverpool have won the Premier League twice in 5 years, and Arsenal has been trying, and now you look like you might win something, but we all know that you will bottle it after Christmas because that's where the real challenge is.
And
we're gonna end this podcast in 2 minutes.
I'm telling you that I don't think that's going to happen because we have a very, very good
and you have
squad,
not played anyone good.
And we have a manager, who clearly does know exactly what he's doing because he was there to help Arsenal get a better squad throughout the past 5 or 6 years. He has managed to get the team to be second for the past 2 to 3 years, which is not an easy thing to do for any team to do. He has built an amazing culture, great work ethic. And so that has attracted these great players to the club, who have ended up helping us immensely, because you get players like Madueke, who comes off the bench straight from being injured for quite a few weeks, subs Saka off, puts Madueke in. Madueke switches from left to right wing and then scores a goal. Boom. That's Arteta genius right there.
You played a poor Bayern Munich side.
Oh, stop it. You're just pathetic.
I'll tell you.
Like the reasons you come out with, you two are pathetic. Absolutely pathetic. Grow up.
The one player I did think played quite well was that young lad at Bayern Munich.
Pathetic.
He's got a high career.
Oh dear.
But Tom, how far do you think Arsenal can go finally?
Well, I can't wait till James just like sees this.
Tom, shut up.
If he thought the last one,
oh my God Almighty!
How far can Arsenal go?
I'm giving you the opportunity to gloat. Are you just moaning because you're obsessed with Liverpool?
No.
Just think about your own team. How far can Arsenal go in the Champions League? I'm giving you the opportunity. You're moaning about Liverpool. How far can they go in the Champions League?
Well, I just told you, just like the last pod, that actually I think that we could very well go and win the league, the Champions League, and the FA Cup.
He's gonna win the treble, apparently. Okay, no, yeah. All right. Tom, when pigs fly. Anyway, that's it for the tonight's podcast. Wednesday the 26th. It's been a very good start, and hopefully things will turn around on this weekend.